Hey there, my name's Christina Maniscalco, and I'm so excited you joined our team. This is going to be the first of 4 videos, and it's just going to guide you right through Pampered Chef University. So go ahead, get right on pamperedchef.com, log in with your new login and password, which is your new consultant number and password, and we're going to get started. Are you ready? The first step is to watch the video above with Doris and Tracy. I'll see you back in a second. Wow, aren't those words amazing? I mean, this really is the best time to join Pampered Chef. So Doris and Tracy kind of went over, why are you joining this business? What do you want to get out of this? So I want you to jot a couple things down of why you joined Pampered Chef. What kind of impact is that going to have on your family, and how is it going to make you feel when you achieve those goals you just wrote down of why you joined Pampered Chef? If you joined Pampered Chef to earn an extra $500 a month, how is that going to make you feel when that extra $500 is in the bank account? Okay, so I want to ask you a question. If I had an unlimited amount of bookings for you to have, a bag of bookings, how many would you like to have? 1, 2, or 3 a week? Just jot that down. So whether you wrote down 1, 2, or 3 parties a week, just know that your first month, you're really training. So I want you to think of this. If you were an airplane, okay, and the airplane is getting ready to take off down the runway, does the airplane just kind of go 5 miles an hour and eventually take off at the end of the runway? It probably won't have enough momentum to even take off, correct? So I want you to think of that like your business. You have to go full force in order to take off that runway. So you want to look at your first month of business like an airplane. You want to go full force in those first 4 or 5 weeks to make sure you get to take off and really cruise at that altitude that you want to work and you want to get out of your business. So think of this business as an airplane. And if you do 2 shows a week for your first month, that isn't necessarily what you're going to want to do for the rest of your business, or maybe it is. You'll be well on your way. So just think about the first month being in training mode and really kicking it off. So here's my favorite part, the bonuses, okay? And what you're going to earn your very first month in business. So when you joined, there was most likely a signing bonus, okay? So whether it was a product or extra PC dollars, I'm going to explain all that right now. So the 30 and 90-day dates are really important for your first 3 months in business. Every time you submit $1,250, which is just a few parties, you're going to get 100 PC bucks, okay? So the first 30 days, if you do $1,250 in your first 30 to 35 days, you're going to get that signing bonus, okay? So whatever it was. And then you'll also get that 100 PC bucks. And then every time after that, you submit $1,250 up until your first 90 days, you will get 100 PC dollars. So you might be asking, what do I use these PC dollars on? Well, the PC dollars are really cool. You can go in once you earn them and you can purchase more products at your consultant discount. Or you can purchase more catalogs or order forms or whatever you want on our business supply order. Okay, so the choice is yours. These PC dollars are definitely amazing, and you'll want to earn as much as you can of them because they never expire. Number 2, and it says in your first 72 hours. Okay, we may be early for that, or you may be right around your 72-hour mark, but I want you to visit the PCU step 2, the first check mark where it says start booking. Visit PCU booking course to learn about the best ways to book parties. So I want you to stop this video and go ahead and do that course right now. First 2 dates you're going to identify to do parties are going to be your launch parties. So pick out 2 dates within your first 10 days of business that you can do parties, either at your house or at a friend's house. So your first party, you'll want to try and do it at your house because you'll get to be the host. And when you're the host, that means you get all the great rewards of a host. You get to see what a host goes through with all their benefits, and you get to be paid as a consultant. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's pretty neat. You'll want to pick 2 dates because some of your friends may not be able to go to the first date that you pick, so you want to have an option. So if they say, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm busy that day, or whatever, you have a second date for them to choose from. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So have 2 dates, invite all your friends and family, and then if one doesn't work, you can invite them to the other. This also gives you 2 dates and 2 shows of practice. So some friends that weren't sure about hosting are more likely to book after they experience a fun cooking party. So now you'll want to pick out those first 2 dates and go ahead. So now, who are you going to invite? Who are you going to ask to come to your launch parties? So we're going to go over a list. It's called the Frank's List. So the first one for Frank's List is your friends. So you want to make a really long list as I say all these things and start jotting down some names, okay? So invite your friends, your best friend, an old friend, somebody from high school, somebody from college, a new friend, a childhood friend. Okay, so jot down at least 5 names of your friends. The next one's going to be R. So R stands for relatives. So we're going to do your closest family members. So who's in your immediate family? Family member is in another state. You could send them your online order link and they can order. What about family members you hardly see? So maybe some distant cousins or aunts or uncles. So think about them and jot down the first 5 family members you can think of. Okay, the next one's going to be associates from work. So people in your department, people in other departments, people that you've worked with at your last job, people from the job before that, maybe people from your very first job. Think about your people from work, or maybe your current work, maybe your husband's work or your spouse's work. So jot down 5 names that come to mind when you think about associates at work. All right, the N stands for neighbors. We all love our neighbors, right? So people who live on your street to the left, your neighbor to the right, a neighbor across the street, a neighbor that lives behind you, a neighbor on the corner, a neighbor down the block, your neighbor's house that you always pass when you're walking your dog and you say hi. A former neighbor, maybe you just moved and you have neighbors in your old neighborhood. So jot down the first 5 neighbors you can think of. All right, K stands for kids. I don't have kids, but I have doggy kids. So let's think about this and get creative. So contacts through your kids or their activities, maybe people from their sports activities, from soccer and football and gymnastics and dance. Maybe the PTA, the band, the choir, clubs, community or religious institutions. Maybe you don't have kids and you have dogs. So who do you know at the dog park? Who do you know at the vet? Anything that has to do with your kids or fur babies. So go ahead and write down 5 names that come to mind. Last of the Frank's List is spouse or significant other. So your spouse or significant other, people that they work with or through their activities or their friends or their relatives. So go ahead and jot down 5 names through your spouse or significant other. So go ahead and jot down 5 people that remind you of your spouse, significant other, or best friend, and jot down those names. Maybe you're gonna call these friends and you're not quite sure what to say, right? Okay, so maybe you could say something like this. Julie, I'm so excited about my new business and I thought of you right away because. Then you want to tell her why you thought of her right away. Just be honest and be genuine. Or maybe you have a really big goal in your first 30 days and you want them to help. So I would love to get some practice. So maybe you could say something like this. Hey Julie, it's Christina. I'm so excited about my new business and I have this huge goal for my first 30 days. I wanted to see if you could help. I would love to come and practice a recipe on you and your friends. What do you say? I mean, it's that easy. Maybe if you don't want to call them, you can text them. You know, a lot of people text these days, so try it out. Whatever works for you, and then, you know, just text them or call them. So when they say yes to booking a party, you want to give them your first 2 dates available on your calendar. You don't want to say, oh my gosh, I have the whole month of March open. What day works for you? Don't do that. So the biggest thing that I've learned in my business is to book days that I want to work. Remember, this is your business, your life. You get to decide when you want to work. It's the best part. So don't do shows on days you don't want to work. I personally don't work on Sundays at all anymore. So that's one day that I just keep open for me and my husband. So you want to give them the first 2 days that you have available. So you could say something like this: I'm doing shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Is one of those days work better? Does one of those days work better for you? All right, so you pick out the days you want to give them. Great, my next 2 available dates on Thursdays are, and you give them those Thursday dates that you're available. Which works better for you? So another thing you can do is purchase a calendar that has the weekly view. So what happens when you have a weekly view when you're at your parties, if you have a weekly view and you pull up the next Tuesday for them, they'll see your next Tuesday. If that one doesn't work, you go to the next week and you show them the following Tuesday. If that date doesn't work, you go to the next week. So when you're flipping your calendar, you're only like 3 weeks out instead of 3 months out if you show them the whole month at a time. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just call me. We could chat about it. So another type of party that you can offer your friends if they absolutely cannot have a cooking party, you can offer them virtual or catalog Facebook parties, okay? So catalog, virtual, and Facebook parties are perfect for your out-of-town friends and family, as well as those who don't want to host a party in their home right now or can't attend your grand opening party. These are really, really easy. So what you'll do is say, oh my gosh, that is a-okay. I would love to still send you a book and some order forms. I'd love for you to take that to work, maybe pass it around your friends and family. And when you collect $200 in orders, you can have the host special for the month and all the other benefits that we have for host special, or the hosts. So how does that sound? And then offer to mail them a catalog packet. It's really, really simple. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you to book your first few parties right now. So in the next couple days, start calling your friends, texting, messaging, and just ask for those bookings. Ask if they want to get on your calendar because you're filling up super quick. You know, so get those dates down and invite your friends to have parties. And I challenge you to get as many as you want on your calendar. I want you to go to your checklist on PCU and under the step 2, under your first 72 hours, okay? So we've already gone through the first 2. The next one is to take the 4+1 Strong Start Challenge. So read that over, book your first few parties in different social circles, and see how many you can get. Challenge yourself. The next one is have your list ready and start drumming up some interest and setting dates. So check out your host and guest specials for the month. You can just click on those blue words where it says host and guest specials, and it will tell you exactly what they are. They're amazing. You can even print them out if you want to. All right, and then the next one, it says sign up for your free 90-day trial of eBiz tools. So that's your app on your phone. So download the app onto your phone. It's Pampered Chef. It's a blue icon. And then the next one will be to set up your online store, which is your personal website. Super simple. Just click on that eBiz tools and it'll tell you all about it. Okay. Next, you'll want to set up those parties that you're creating. Click on the My Shows and Orders and you can email your new hosts. And then there's also a little button for here. You can click that and it'll tell you how to do all of that. So pretty simple, right? The next one and the last one is learn how to host coach with your host coaching course. Click those little the blue words that say host coaching. Take that course. Okay, so that's everything you need to do in your first 72 hours or so. Don't be hard on yourself. Take your time. Don't be overwhelmed. Just follow this checklist, okay? I promise it's going to lead you to success. The fast track bonus. This is going to be in your kit as well, but I really like to talk about it because it's pretty cool. So Pampered Chef has this amazing bonus when you promote to director in your first 3 months. They give you $500 in cash. I mean, I think that's pretty amazing. So if you have some friends that you're thinking of that maybe are in the same boat as you, all different types of people love Pampered Chef and could use this business in your life. So I want you to jot down just 5 people that you're going to offer your new business too, and tell them, hey, you know what, I'm brand new, I'm so excited, but I want you to join me on this journey. And it's so much fun when you add a friend to your business right away. So what happens is you start earning an extra percentage on every new team member that joins your team. And when you get to 5 in your first 90 days, you get a $500 bonus and you'll promote to director. There's lots of benefits of directorship. If that interests you and you want more information on that, just reach out to me, let me know. And I can chat with you about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding anything I talked about, check your email. I'm going to send you some stuff. And I'm so excited about your business. I hope you are too. And we'll chat soon. Okay, bye.